everyone! John here. And Nintendo have just announced the first Nintendo Direct of the year being the third Nintendo Direct of the year with a Nintendo Direct partner showcase. What? They just did partners in Tomodachi Life Living the Dream? And now there's partners in my Nintendo Direct now? Gah! Angry. So mad. I'm actually really excited about this. Third parties are more prominent and important than ever on the Switch 2. With Switch 1, third parties were a big deal. There were lots of cool, smaller tier games. Like, we had things such as Octopath Traveler, we had, Unicorn Overlord, things like that. Really cool games. But when it came to the AAAs trying to bring games to the Switch, a lot of the time the compromises would be a bit too vast. Like talking Doom and Wolfenstein, it was impressive that they ran on the system, and they were perfectly playable. But when you look at the compromises between the image quality and the frame rate, it was sometimes a little bit too much of a drop. So far with Switch 2, though, we're looking at games like Dynasty Warriors Origins, which it has an uncapped frame rate. There's also a capped one if you want it, but otherwise it is perfectly in tune with PS5. A bit of a resolution drop, but it's got all of the player counts of PS5, almost 1,000 enemies on screen. Looks gorgeous. And we've got stuff like Resident Evil 9 and Pragmata, which, yes, there are some drops, but they still look really nice, all things considered. So it's an interesting point where the Switch 2 is able to run a lot of these PlayStation 5 and Series X tier software titles at a good playability. At a point where the compromises and the just what is possible has become a small gap. And that makes it quite interesting to use Switch 2 as a primary system rather than a secondary one. So I'm interested in not only what's coming day and date, what's coming from the big boys, but also the weird little things. I'm excited to see what Sega's got going on. Are they going to be debuting any of their, their big super games like Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio? Is it time for Puyo Puyo? God, I hope so. Also, there's always, upgrades are always on the table. Will Capcom do a Monster Hunter Rise upgrade? Who knows, my fellas? But I am anticipating it all. Maybe there's another Dragon Quest. There always seems to be. So we're all invested, and I understand some people may be disappointed that this isn't a general direct. I feel like we're pretty well fed for now. We are missing those big juggernaut Nintendo first-party games, but the actual release schedule, it's like a game every month for a long time, and we still have games that don't have dates, like Splatoon Raiders and Fire Emblem. So I'm okay. I feel good right now. I feel like we have enough going on that I don't necessarily need a general direct, and I'm actually a lot more interested in what other developers are doing that aren't Nintendo. Because so far, other developers have been the ones showcasing what Switch 2 can do. I'm talking Star Wars Outlaws did ray tracing on Switch 2. Assassin's Creed Shadows just managed to port a current-gen only open-world game very nicely. And then, again, Dynasty Warriors, pretty much just a literal conversion. And then stuff like Split Fiction. There's a quality drop, but it still plays really well. So I am interested, my boys, my girls, everything else. I am excited to see what they've got, and we're going to have a predictions discussion really soon, so stay tuned, all right? Catch you soon. Bye-bye.